Living cheap in a car, or a minivan, or a Hightop, or a Class C. How to live cheap so that you can save some money. I'm getting some work done on my minivan. It's just maintenance work. It's going to be a little expensive, but I think it would be appropriate right now to talk about this, because if you don't have a good savings and something happens to your rig, you need to be able to afford to get it fixed, because it's going to create great anxiety if you don't have your home in good working order. So let's talk about how to live very cheap in your vehicle so that you can save a lot of money. Oh, Abby girl. Abby the doodle dog. Abby the doodle dog. We got to come up with a song for her. Drive careful, Tucson. They're crazy drivers here.
And it's rush hour.
Is it? We got flashing lights up here. Oh, yeah.
I think we'll go around.
Okay. Oh, we got somebody laying on the ground here. No, it's a suitcase. They're checking out the suitcase. Could be a bomb, right?
Sure.
Uh-oh. Look out. How to live cheap in a car, or a minivan, or a Hightop, or a Class C, if that's what you have. Yeah. Class B. Not so much a Class A. Let's leave them out. Yeah. How to live cheap. We're going to talk about that. Cheers.
Cheers.
What does this say? Rome wasn't built in a day, but maybe if they had coffee. Oh, that's funny.
How was your meal?
Good. Good, good.
Would you like to donate today to the Nuggets Club, please?
Oh, she asked me. Fantastic.
We're at Walmart. I want to check on a couple things. One is the chicken. The small 5-ounce can of chicken. Hey, look, honey, they got chicken. All right. So we're at Walmart here. How to live cheap in a car, or a van, or a Hightop. So a lot of seniors really don't have a good Social Security system going on, do they?
No, they don't.
I know. There's some that are doing very well, but then there's others that they didn't work as long. A lot of them are females. They didn't work. Maybe they were homemakers and they didn't work as much. So it can be a problem, and you need to learn how to live cheaply in your vehicle.
Both live cheaply, and perhaps for some, especially younger people, you've got to supplement that income.
Right.
Well, of course, for younger people, they wouldn't have any Social Security, so they
Right.
needed a job of some sort.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you some tips on how to live cheap in your van. We're going to tips on how you can really save money and get your savings going, because you're going to need money for maintenance on your rig or buying a new rig. A lot of you are in older vans and they're falling apart and you don't have the money to get them fixed. So let's start with how to actually get this going. I say you go live in a city. Not a huge city, not like New York City, but in a city, mid-sized city, so that you have access to jobs. And I'm also going to suggest that you do Arizona, because Arizona has a higher minimum wage.
That's right. And
And Yeah.
And not only that, but quite often you get now these days, new employees are so hard to find that they're raising
Right.
that minimum. They're not raising the minimum wage, but you can make $15-16 an hour at some fast food places.
Actually, Arizona in January is raising their minimum wage. I think it's $12.50 now. I think they're going to raise it to $13.
At least.
I'm not exactly sure that's the exact amount, but it's something like that. So here's what you can do. Go to a mid-sized city and find yourself a job. Go get a job. You could also do temp service too.
Yeah.
Yes? You could actually do temp service and work like a fast food place. Amazon really isn't hiring much. I think with the economy going the way it is, and they say that there's a recession coming, that they're not getting as many orders. I've looked online, and Amazon, unless you're in Florence, Kentucky, seriously, because they have so many warehouses there, you're not going to find a job at Amazon the way I used to.
Well,
So,
with the holidays coming, wouldn't that boost things up? And they need more employees.
well, they
perhaps?
haven't yet. I just
Okay.
checked. They
All right.
haven't yet. So, fast food or temp service might be, or you can come up with your own ideas, but in Arizona, you're going to get a better wage, right? Now, you can go to California, even a little bit better wage, but the prices are so ridiculous. And gas, you don't want to go there. Where we're at in Tucson, it's $3.35 a gallon.
Right now. Yep.
Isn't that something? So I suggest we go to a city and you can park for free. Now you can go like to Yuma at an LTVA at $100 for the whole season, $180. $180 for the whole season, $20 a month. But you don't have to do that. You don't even have to spend that. You can go find yourself a job and then start parking in the neighborhood, because you can park, unless there's a parking sign, you can do it legally in a residential area. As long as you're stealthy, you're not noisy or messy, you can park there. Nobody's going to bother you, and you can park for free. For free.
Free is good. Free is good.
Rent free. Right. And then what you can do is, once you've got your job, and once you've got a couple places that you can alternate parking, then you can go on Google Maps and you say laundromat near me, Walmart near me. So we're going to give you step by step on things to look out for and little tips on how to save money. But this is the start of our discussion, and you can save everything, almost everything that you earn. If you worked for 5 months in Arizona, 5 times $2,000.
Yep. You can make $10,000.
There you go. So let's get started with that. We've got some more places to go on a little travel chat today, don't we?
Let's hit the road.
Let's hit the road. Okay, so let's continue on. Hold on, and we'll give you some tips.
See you in a bit.
So where to now, boss?
Well, we're going to check out a storage unit. We've got so much junk in here that we really only use when we're boondocking in quartzsite. Let's just check it out and see if it'd be better to just store that stuff in a small unit. And of course, we're going to have our big Kodiak tent too. So we've got to figure out a place to store all that stuff. We'll check it out.
Well, I'm going to be in Tucson for a very long time, and so are you. We rented a storage unit. It's just a 5x5, and we can pull some of the things out of our vans that we really aren't using on a regular basis. But we didn't want to show it right here. But I did get my call, and my minivan is finished, and I'm going to go pick it up. Everything went really good then with the minivan, right?
Yes, ma'am. Everything
Yeah.
went great.
Alignment, and what else was done with it?
You got pads and rotors all the way around with a brake flush, power steering pump with a power steering flush, and then the alignment.
Yeah, okay. This is the only place I'd like to come.
Well, we appreciate
for
it
my
very
car.
much, ma'am.
Yeah, because you guys really do good work.
Thank you for that. Let me get you a receipt. You be on your way, okay?
Okay. Dirty teas. In saving money, you do not want to go to restaurants. Just go to Walmart and pick up foods that do not require refrigeration. And I've talked about that quite a bit, but we'll go over a few of them. If you go to restaurants, you can't really get away from leaving without spending a good $20. And that's just for a basic meal. If you want to leave a tip for coffee, coffee's gone up big time. So I really recommend just if you want to save money, you want to work, you want to get your savings up, stay away from restaurants. What you can do at Walmart is you can get things like, what I like to do is get some apples. Cucumbers last about 2-3 days. Lettuce can last 2 days if you kind of wrap it properly with paper towel and kind of spritz it a little bit. But seriously, you do not want to compromise your health by just eating canned foods. You want to have really healthy foods. You must, to have good health, you really need to have some fresh, raw produce. And every once in a while, if you're near a Walmart on your day off, you might want to go, pick up some strawberries or a couple bananas, things like that. Things that you can munch on that are going to be healthy. Now, if you do work at fast food or a restaurant, you can do something as simple as washing dishes or, bussing tables. If you're going to do a waitress work or waiter work, you're going to make really good tips also. I don't know how Arizona is with the minimum wage if you're a waiter or a waitress. Sometimes they're still paying pretty low. But if you do work at a restaurant or fast food, in a lot of cases they have you, or they allow you to get so much every day free. I know when I worked at Wendy's, that was way back though. When I worked at Wendy's way back, I know it's a big airplane. What they allowed us to do is every day that we could take a burger home, something that was less than $5 a day. So that's pretty cool. I mean, there's an idea right there to fill your belly for cheap. Remember, living cheap in your car or your van or your Hightop. That's the goal, so that you can get a savings going. That way you can put almost everything away. Now, when it comes to gasoline, right now here in Tucson, it's $3.35, $3.45 a gallon. But what you can do is, if you get your job first, then you can center everything around your workplace. And you're going to save so much in gas. You can find out where the local park is, so you can go hang out. There's a fly that wants to walk on my phone, and I don't want him to do that. We got the pond here. We got the ducks, and we got the airplanes. Oh my gosh, yeah. So you want to find out where the park is. You want to find out where the Walmart is close by. With Walmart, you can go ahead and you can get your water right there. And if the machine is broke, sometimes we found a few of them that they're broke. The machine is out of order. You can always pick up some water there, or at your work, you can fill up your bottle at work. I mean, just fill up your drinking bottle. Keep going in and out and filling it up. Make your coffee inside your rig also. You're gonna save. Even if you I find even when I buy really nice coffee, and I use the drip method or the pour over method, even with expensive coffee, I'm still saving a lot more than if I went to Walmart or went to McDonald's. McDonald's used to be $1 for a cup of coffee. They've actually gone up now. Coffee's gone up. Use libraries wherever you're at. If you can find something close by, you can get good internet. Your Wi-Fi, you can plug in your phones, things like that, if you don't have a lot of the power stations. But here's another thing you can do on your days off while you're working. You can look at magazines, you could read newspapers, you can get a book and read it. Now, if you're not a local, you can't really check out books because you don't have an address there, because they'll check it. But here's what I suggest, and I do have that. I actually have one in Tucson because I used to live here. I have a card here, but I also have a card from Cincinnati. And what I can do is go online and I can use their audiobooks. I can rent an audiobook, check it out. And lots of magazines. These are things that you can entertain yourself with, right? Now, when you're at the park, go ahead and get your exercising done. You might as well exercise and start getting healthy while you're earning money and saving money. These are going to keep you busy so you're not out spending money. You can also look for local events. What's going on to entertain yourself and become part of the community. Plus, you know, while you're working, you're going to have a nice social life. You're going to talk to the people that you work with. So that's a big plus too. But you can find out what the local events are. Now, what are you going to do for showers? You don't have to join a gym to stay clean. I have a video where I can show you how to wash your hair right inside your rig. And you can wash up every single day without a shower. You can do that using tea tree oil and a wash rag with a collapsible bucket. Now, working at fast food can be a bit challenging on staying clean and keeping your rig clean. What I suggest that you do is possibly as soon as you get inside your car, don't get into your living area, kind of strip down your clothes and put them in a bag. Fold them up really nice for the next day and have some clothes handy that you laid out close to your driver's seat that you can put on so that you can get in your rig for the day. Or you can go to the park and you can go in the bathroom and change your clothes in there, right? Right. So these are ways that you can live cheap in your car. I guarantee there's going to be a lot more people having to live inside their vehicles with some of the prices that I think are going to be right around the corner coming up. Food prices are going to be going up. There's inflation. They're talking about that. So I think that this is a good plan for you who don't have a savings going on, but you need one. Because in all seriousness, you're going to need to do maintenance on your car here and there. Things are going, if you're not driving a brand new or recent model of your car, I mean, things are going to go bad and you have to do upkeep on them. If you do, then things won't fall apart so easy. So that's one of my suggestions, is to get yourself a job. And even if you're retired, you know, a lot of retirees are doing fast food. Get yourself a job and save almost everything you make. I guarantee if you follow this plan for at least 4 to 5 months, you're going to end up with about $10,000 in your bank, in your savings account. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. It is very important to have a plan and have a budget and work it out. That way, you're not going to run into problems. It's stressful to not have money, not have your savings, and something goes wrong. It's probably, for a nomad, that's one of the most stressful things, is when something goes wrong with your minivan, your van, your Hightop, or your car. It causes great anxiety. It just does. There's a fly on my phone. Go away. Okay. So until tomorrow, I got a new video coming tomorrow, and we're going to talk about a new subject. So today was a travel chat. Until tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.